Good morning from Biarritz, and in fact I'm at a very special sacred site in Biarritz, well, sacred to me. And here behind me I have La Vierge de la Rochère, Virgin of the Rock, and she's sitting there. I don't know if you can see her very well, with she's holding the Christ child, and she's looking out to sea. So I'm on a walkway. There's a walkway out. There's the bridge on the walkway to out from the shore. That was designed by Eiffel, and when he finished with the tower, he came down and built a bridge to Mary. I don't know, that may not be true. Anyway, it is designed by Eiffel, and I've come here today. It's a Sunday morning. It's relatively early, French time, about 9:15, which means there are not many people around. A couple of runners coming out, some early morning tourists beating the heat. But I really wanted to share this sacred place. I've been here many times. It's about a 45-minute walk from where my friend is now. So it's a beautiful walk to get here, and just around the beach and just beautiful Basque houses, and oh, I just love it. And on a morning like this, it's spectacular. So as I was walking here, I knew I wanted to also record a meditation for those who are part of my meditation series. But I was like, what do I want to talk about? I know Mary, it's something to do with Mary, obviously. I'm coming here, something to do with the waters. And I was thinking, what's the message of this video? And it's interesting because I then started to reflect on an article I wrote yesterday for SUBSTACK, a post. And I was quite vulnerable in it, and I shared sort of information about my finances, really. And I was thinking afterwards, a lot of people wouldn't do that. They would say, you don't talk about your finances. It's just something you don't share publicly. And I was thinking about it. I thought, I've never had a problem with that. I don't have a problem with sharing just stuff like that. Maybe some people don't want to hear about it. That's okay, but that's not about me. And I was thinking about this, and then I just sort of heard Mary say, transparency is required for telepathy. And I was like, okay. And what I saw, or what she showed me, is that we're going through an upgrade in our throat chakra. As our consciousness expands, all our chakras are moving to a higher frequency. And a part of that expansion of frequency of our throat chakra is also aligning it with our third eye chakra. It's bringing it closer to the frequency of the third eye. And of course, the third eye is also going through its own expansion. I mean, our whole energy body is. So of course, the chakra is going to be affected. And as this throat chakra upgrades, then what is happening is that we can no longer hold the distortion or hold back things that we were told not to talk about. And I don't mean this, we're not going to be insulting or hurtful. This is heart-based. The heart's the foundation of this. So anything we share, anything we communicate, anything expressed, the heart is the foundation, and the heart, of course, is also moving into a higher frequency. But it's all about transparency. Nothing can be hidden. And if we are still hiding stuff, then we are, to a certain level, holding back our embodiment of light. And of course, it's going to be gradual, because we've come from having to be very secretive, and maybe we still feel we need that. But I think you're going to notice that there's going to be radical change around this, that people will finally be speaking what is truly real for them. There will be transparency about their situation, their life, all aspects of their life, because if we're going to be our authentic selves and express our true essence, then we're expressing the way that essence is playing out in our physical lives as well. And so I really feel, and maybe you've already observed that there is a change with this, but I really feel that this is going to happen more. So then what Mary was showing me is that as we make this change, as we slowly start to communicate more of what we're feeling, more of what we're living, more of the way life is being reflected back to us, then that's actually assisting us energetically to get our bodies ready for these higher vibrational senses, the senses that we've forgotten how to use. And there are several of them, but telepathy is one. And of course, we know telepathy is real, and I'm sure you've had that experience of having a thought and then someone you're with says it, and you know, it's there. But what's held us back is that our communication hasn't been transparent. We've held so much back in our throat chakra, and this is the meditation I just recorded was about this. We've held so much back, and we're not aware of it very often. But it's time. It's time to be an open book, because only through that are we going to move into, I guess you would say, almost like a more utopian civilization, but certainly one that holds the Lemurian way of being. And this is what we're returning to, and this is why I've done this by the waters, I think, because the waters hold this frequency, and the waters, the sacred waters, can be used to wash away some of this density, to allow transparency to emerge. Because once you're clear, once you're energetically clear, it's very easy to transfer the truth of what you're thinking or feeling to another person. Because telepathy is like an imprint. It's not a whole chain of words that you would speak. It's an imprint of what you're wishing to communicate, and the feeling behind that communication. So for that imprint to be clear and pure and powerful, you must hold that space in your energy body, and particularly I feel through these two chakras, based on a foundation of love. Love is always the foundation for clear and transparent communication. So I felt that was a really interesting message from Mary today, and I would love to know how you feel about that. And as you hear me speak that, what comes up for you? I guess there could be some fear, because we feel so vulnerable if we're open and transparent. We feel like we're opening ourselves perhaps to ridicule or judgment. And this is going to be some of the growing pains of becoming more transparent. But ultimately, it is only through our transparency that we encourage others, that we give them the my screen just went dark because of the light. That we give them the permission to do the same. Anyway, I'll leave you with that thought. Something I've been forgetting to mention in my videos too is I chose about a year ago to no longer monetize my videos, just to make it a more enjoyable viewing experience for you, and so that the energy does not get, lowered, I guess, if you like, by the frequency of the ads. So if you do enjoy my videos, please do like, subscribe to my channel, share this video with anyone you think might be interested, and that's a way of showing your support for my work, since I am not receiving money from Google. Anyway, thank you for joining me on this journey here in Biarritz. Next weekend I head to Glastonbury, and I will be bringing you more from there. Rose blessings to you.